right now. So many of these are International Women's Day events, and a couple of them are just events coming up this week. So first, and every Sunday, and now it's at 10 o'clock at City's Church, and that's half a block from McAllister campus. Folks are holding signs, and that is, of course, with Nikema Levy Armstrong was detained and arrested for coming in there to
along with 30 others.
Along with 30 others. They went in to protest the fact that one of the pastors there is high up on the ice chain. So they will be there for the next hour. It's pretty nice outside. You could walk right up there. Also at a bar of their own, which is they only play women's sports in Minneapolis. Women's March, Minnesota, so my friends will be there, and they are collecting donations and period products from 11 to 8 today. Then we've got at 1 o'clock, there is the International Women's Day March by the Minnesota Abortion Access Committee, and that is in Powderhorn.
And I hear there's a very special speaker there.
There's a very special speaker who's already a little nervous about it. So I will be speaking there on behalf of Women's March Minnesota. So yeah, you want to see me sweat and stutter, please show up. Please show up. I think that will be a good one. And there's kind of an accompanying thing for kids. So that's fun as well. Only 2 more. March 12th, that's Thursday. It's the ERA, the Equal Rights Amendment, is at the Capitol, trying to get the legislators to put it on the ballot so that people can vote for equal rights for everyone. And then March 28th is the big No Kings. That will be at the Capitol. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know how much I can say at this point, but it is from noon till 3, and I've heard some of the speakers, and they're pretty exciting. Minnesota is the flagship for all of the national No Kings, so that's awesome. Okay, We're super excited to have Katy Vernon. Welcome.
Yay! Thank you for having me.
Yes. You've been in here a number of times. You're pretty comfortable here.
Yes. No, I love being here. I still get lost on the way because, McAllister campus is a little twisty-turny. But, yeah, love being here.
That's awesome. And I usually would ask people to talk, but what I'm going to ask you to talk a little bit about is your newish band, Favorite Girl, because I love this iteration of you and your music because it's pretty rockin'.
It feels good, yeah. I mean, it's funny because, you put stuff out there on social media. I'm like, Happy International Women's Day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I actually have something to say, right now. Not only, let's smash the patriarchy because it doesn't work, clearly, and should be abolished. But creatively, I feel so empowered and inspired by the fact that after, 2 or 3 years of talking about it, I finally have a femme-heavy band that is on the verge of releasing our debut album. We've had a few singles out, which has been great. But, just over a month from now, we finally can share the full length. And when I listen to those songs, that I wrote, so it's like, okay, I wrote the words, so I know what they are, but I can literally hear the sound of my own empowerment. And to be at this stage in my life and career and hear the lyrics that I wrote before I even, was able to put the band together, and then hear everything that, the talented women in the band brought to that and brought to life, it's so inspiring. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I'm finally really singing from not only from my heart, which I've always done, but I am singing from years and years of just feeling like, I don't need anyone's permission to say how I feel, what my life experience is, and what I have to say about, my place in the world. And it's incredibly rewarding to have that out there in the world. So, yeah, it's great.
Well, and I always think that you're one of those weird 2020, COVID sort of silver linings.
Weird.
You're one of those weird. I should just let.
You're just one of those weird.
I could go off on many tangents now, but I think during COVID, all of us forget, but you were given a pause to think about different things, and I think you came out of that differently. And part of that, I just did mention the Me Too Minneapolis album, and your song "Shine" was on that.
It was, and and that is a perfect example of, I'm really proud of the song "Shine," the version that's on the Me Too record. It's a song that, was kind of a testament to where I was in 2020, and we recorded it with the old lineup of the Katy Vernon band. Very, very talented, wonderful men in that band. All contributed their time and talent to that track, but I wasn't super happy with the recording. It was recorded distance wise,
right.
We all came in, did our one track, and then it was all put together, and I wasn't really happy with the way I sang, and it just now the version that we're gonna play shortly, thank you, the Favorite Girl version has female harmonies all over it. It has women playing all of the instruments. We actually have played it together on stages and all, feel this message of the song, like it's being embodied in the actual playing and recording of it this time around. And that is really inspiring.
It's super inspiring. I mean, I love that song, and
Thank you.
I'm used to having the luxury. We're used to having the luxury of about an hour to talk.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
But now, because you gifted us a version of that,
Yeah.
should we listen to that?
Absolutely, yeah. And it features a lot of other women too in the track. There's so many guest singers on it as well. So they're all credited in there, but we've got Sarah Morris, Megan Creedler, Maida. So yeah, there's a lot of voices on it.
Nice. All right. Shine, my favorite girl. This is kind of
Yeah.
this is a sneak peek for sure.
It is, yeah. It doesn't come out for a month.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, when I saw your post yesterday about lifting up other women, I'm like, it's literally about
Yeah.
that. Like it was in a way inspired by, have you seen that gif of the cartoon ladies reaching kind of behind and lifting the women up? That was one of the things. It was like, just lift people up every time. Like, I'm so tired of doors slamming in my face.
Yeah.
And it's men that slam the doors, but sometimes it's women too. So
I think there's
we need to not do that.
well, and I think there's a shift a little bit away from, because it
There
used
is.
to be that
It's
one
changing.
woman was enough.
Yeah.
So then there was that competition, and I think that's
I think it's
well.
changing.
Now I can just go into my
I
speech from
see
this
it in my younger
afternoon.
bandmates because they are empowered. They
Yeah,
walk
there's
into
a
the room
difference.
empowered
Yep.
because they're 30,
Yeah.
and there's such a difference.
There is.
And I love it because
Yes.
it inspires me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feed off it.
Well, it is, and I think that we're getting smart about it. Kind of the same in the tech world. We're like, oh, you only need. I mean, in so many different.
Yeah, you checked a box.
Yeah.
So you're good. Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny too because it's like, I think it was a journey for me to even feel empowered enough that I could bring other people with me, because I felt like I was still begging to get on the stage.
Yeah.
And then I literally realized, oh, I'm on the stage. I'm doing it. I could choose.
There's
who I
room.
have with
There's
me.
room.
Yeah. Which felt really good. But yeah, playing music without grumpy old men. That's
There's just generally a lot more joy and acceptance on the stage. I think that women are better at rolling with the punches and enjoying. I mean, not all men, but I think
yeah,
that
not all men, but always men.
yeah.
Oh, it was funny because
That would be a great T-shirt.
It's so true though. But I
That really, you should do that.
yeah, maybe I will. But it's funny because Threads is my new obsession. I just love it. It's silly, it's current, it's not a bunch of people that so I don't know, I just really enjoy spending time on there. And there was a guy who posted last night, do you ever feel like you could be the best at something but you've never actually done it? I feel like I could be the world's best drummer and I've never banged a drum. And I replied to him, go bang a drum. Like, just fucking do it.
Just do it.
And then he replied, because I wasn't being snarky. I mean,
No,
I kind of
no,
was
no.
a bit, but also,
But in a very positive way.
in a positive way. And then so he replied and he was like, well, where would I even start? And what if I'm not the world's best drummer? And I said, well, you probably won't be. But, just do it, because that is literally playing like you did as a kid. And that's part of the journey. Plus, it's good for your brain to learn a new skill.
Yeah.
So just do it. And I don't know if he'll take that in the spirit.
Well, and
I
you're never
mentioned-
going to be best if you don't start.
Exactly. I have a song on the record called Getting Better, and it's all about all the men who have made me feel less than, and then I internalized that shit myself.
Yeah.
And I just had to get on stages and make mistakes in front of people. It was the best thing I ever did. And there's a lot of people who are never willing to do that because it's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my message. Yeah.
Which some people hear and some people don't. It depends where they're listening.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
But yeah, I'm so much happier with this recording. The version on the Me Too record, I'm singing the chorus an octave higher. Well, musically not great. I don't know why I did it. But
COVID.
it's because we never really played it as a band. We never performed it. We just, I wrote it, we got in the room. And so this is so many other women right now singing. That's Sarah Morris. Yeah. So it's my stuff. And I saved all those tracks from the 2020 and then asked them permission to reuse them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That is Shine by Favorite Girl, who we have Katy Vernon in studio on Mostly Minnesota Music on WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. Snuck that one in.
Nice.
Seamlessly.
So
Seamlessly.
smooth.
So
It's like you've done this before.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I'm
love
lucky
that.
when I remember. So
It is so. I mean, this is like a pinch me moment to even hear the new band's music. It's so exciting. It just feels like such a long time coming. I mean, you know, the very short version of Favorite Girl is that, you know, I had the Katy Vernon band for 10 years. We made, you know, a couple of records together, 3 actually. And then in 2020, we went on a break, you know, like most people that were sensible. I have opinions on that. But anyway, we took a break. We reunited in 21, and just nobody really felt the same way about it. And I really kind of felt like I was maybe done.
You were,
I was very
remember.
depressed.
Yes,
looking
you were.
back on it, it's pretty clear to see, oh, she was depressed. But, you know, it was a scary time. It's still a scary time. But I decided, yeah, maybe I do still have some things to say, and maybe I want to be on stage with women to say that. And best thing I ever did. And shout out to Girls Rock Camp, She Rock, because every single woman in my band is an alumni of that. They've all been playing music since they were little kids, and they've gone back to teach, and they're all just so empowered and awesome, and I feed off their energy like a vampire, and I love it.
That's Jillian coming in. We're gonna, how am I gonna decline that? Sorry. So professional here at the.
It's all good.
Yes.
That means that she has found the building.
That's what I'm hoping that means. That's what I'm hoping that means. Yes. It's amazing how you can kind of take that dark time, and I think especially if there are people on the campus that are listening, I think the older you get, the more you realize that a dark time turns into a light time.
Yeah, it's very hard to know that, and you know, I've been through many dark times. You know, I gave up drinking 10 years ago. For me, it wasn't working. You know, no judgment to anyone, but you know, there are times in your life where you take stock, and that was a tough one for me, and you just have to kind of trust that you will come out the other side of something. And also, you know, no experience is 100% unique. You know, there's always someone else who has gone through it.
Right.
And you can, you know, seek those people out, and you can, you know, you can learn from them. And sometimes, you know, you just have to just be kind to yourself. It sounds really hokey, but you know, talk to yourself, talk to your inner self as if you were your best friend, and just be kind and patient, you know, because you can't figure everything out.
No.
You can't conquer the world in a day. Sometimes you just need to hit pause and trust that, you know, you'll be okay.
Well, that and you are a mom like I am, and the number I've said, would you say that to your friend?
Yeah,
would
absolutely.
you know, if you were talking to your friend, how would you say that?
And you know, as a parent, you know, I have college age kids, and you know, sometimes you give them advice and then realize, oh, I need to be listening.
I need
to
it.
this
Yes,
too.
yes,
because you know, those
but don't tell them.
insecurities don't go away. You know?
Yeah, no, there are times you hear it, you're like, oh, that's why I meant to say this right now, because
exactly.
because I need to be talking to someone even better than I need to tell you, say to my kid.
Exactly. Well, and, I mentioned, having younger bandmates is hugely inspiring. I mean, I think, as a parent, you need to listen to your kids too, because sometimes they are discovering things in the world.
Right.
They can give you really good advice back.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
amazing. That is the best thing about them getting older and older.
I know.
Listen to the smooth transition. Hey, would you like to play a new song?
Yeah.
So transitions are gone when we have so many people. It's so smooth.
This song really kind of, in a way, felt like it came out of nowhere, which, some of the best songs feel that way. I had been just kind of walking around with this, lump of stress in my throat and my chest, and, commuting to work every day in Cedar Riverside, and jumping out of my skin every time I heard a horn beep and a whistle blow, and coming face to face with ice, myself several times, and just feeling like, what do I even have to say in this moment? And, it was fine if I didn't have anything to say, but I kind of, it all came pouring out the day that Alex Preddy was murdered. This song just kind of poured out of me, and I released it very, very quickly, so there was no time to make it a favorite girl song, although we are playing it live now, which is fun. But I just wrote the song in about 10 minutes, and it's probably the angriest song ever written on a ukulele, I would imagine. I don't know, I can't say that for sure, but it's the angriest song I've ever written on a ukulele. All right, we give it a go. It's called They Lie. She tried to run you down, we watched her turn the wheel. Said he tried to gun you down, we see that isn't real. You lie when you say what you do is not a crime. Well, history don't repeat, but it rhymes. They say just obey the rules, watch you breaking them. Chasing babies home from school, where are you taking them? You lie when you say what you do is not a crime. Well, history don't repeat, but it rhymes. There's always someone else to blame. Do you ever feel ashamed? You can ask us to comply when all you ever do is lie, 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 lie. You lie when you say what you do is not a crime. Well, history don't repeat, but it rhymes. They lie when they say what you do is not a crime. We know history don't repeat, but it rhymes. Thank you. Short and not sweet.
That's what we need right now.
Yeah,
That's
Full of
this is
rage.
not a time to be sweet to each other. We be sweet to each other.
Exactly.
But we
And
have to
sweet
keep
your inner child.
Yes, exactly. Katie, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
us.
for having
But
me.
you've got the album release show
Yes,
coming
big
up.
album release April 10th at the Parkway. I released my last record, Suda Hearts, at the Parkway with a sold-out show.
Yes.
That was in the before times. That
Yes.
was 2019.
Yes.
So it's tougher to sell out a venue these days. So please, please, please show up. It will mean a lot. And band's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to get these songs out into the world. And we have Sarah Morris opening and Sally Forth, which is a band that was previously called Yonder. So if you're not familiar with Sally Forth, they were called Yonder. They're a fabulous band. And we also happen to share a bass player. players.
Nice.
So the wonderful Daisy Forrester is in
Nice.
both bands,
Nice.
and she's fantastic. So yeah, it's going to be a really fun celebration. And then the album will be out on all streaming services plus vinyl for the first time ever.
Ooh.
I know. I was like, I don't have the money to make vinyl, but let's just do it anyway.
Caution to the wind.
You know, it's a kind of a dream come true to see your, see
Oh,
your
I
big
can
old
imagine,
mug
yeah.
on the vinyl. So that's pretty fun. Yeah.
We do scary things and they work out.
Exactly. Just, what do you have to lose? Just put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to play some music to help smooth the transition to Jillian Ray because she's up next. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right, I'm going to see if these shoes.
If the shoes fit her,
If the shoe fits.
we're gonna have to rent 2 or 3 places. This one's so short.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's the passion.
Yeah. I need. Hi, how are you? Sorry, I'm just giving you
Can I sneak past you? I'm sorry. Thank you. It's still not working.
Okay, what I can do. Should have turned off the stream again.